I went to the Hermès private sale. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monique. If you're new to this channel, I upload videos weekly about style, travel, and also NYC vlogs. So if you like those kind of videos and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you like to take the time and subscribe. For today's video, I'm going to tell about my experience attending the Hermès private sale in Jersey City yesterday. And also a little haul from what I got from the sample sale. Pardon my appearance, but it's Sunday and I just got back from a late lunch with a friend. I have second day here and I couldn't be bothered. So let's jump right in. So the sale went from April 8th on Tuesday till Saturday. I was a +1 to my friend, and because I didn't register on time, he registered first and he got to go to the first day, which had a lot more options, and it was so many things. But maybe that's a good thing that I didn't go on the first day, because I would probably panic shop and go crazy. So for me, my slot was on the last day at 12. I think they went on till 6:30 or 7. So that was my slot and I went there, and there were not a lot of options left. Maybe like a few, shoes and stuff. There were no Orans or Oasis, except if you are a size 34.5 or 35. I wasn't really looking for Orans anyway, but I was hoping to find like some sort of a summer sandal with a little bit of a heel that is like in the gold color, in the Hermes gold color. But there was none of that. There was like maybe some sneakers and some seasonal shoes that I wasn't really interested in. So shoes were not really what I was looking for. But they had all categories. They had blankets in the home, they had shoes, they had ready to wear. There was so much ready to wear. They had hats and jewelry, costume jewelry, of course. And of course scarves. There was no small leather goods. There was no belts, because there's no leather goods whatsoever. There were only shoes. Now, because it is in Jersey, I think there's no tax in New Jersey for shoes and clothing. So a few things to consider. You're not allowed to take videos or pictures, but of course most of us kind of sneak in a pic or a video here and there. It was in this huge like area in a building, and it was probably the whole floor, and it's by section, and they would put walls around it, so you would literally just walk from one section to another. And when you enter, the first section is the men's clothing, and then women's, and then I think it went to the men's shoes, women's shoes, and then scarves, and then jewelry at home, and then jewelry. I was kind of hoping that they would have like blankets, but all the blankets that were left were not really what I would love, and they were like 3,000 and up. Some are like 5, some are like 8,000. So for me, it's not really worth it to get something that I'm not really in love with. And it's also like out 50% off. It's still expensive. So the discounts are 50% off for everything and 60% off for ready to wear. That's so many options for ready to wear. Okay, so that's about it. You have basically they told you like I had 12 to 2, but as soon as you enter, nobody cared how long you would stay. I stayed over 2 hours for sure, because I kept just going back and forth and hoping that somebody would put back scarves or something, which some people did. Yeah, so you have to register for the time slot. You have to show your ID when you enter, and you have to have a QR code. So when you register for the time slot, they'll send you an email and you have the QR code there. So you really have to have that. And yeah, this is a very different sample sale. I had only attended one other Hermès sample sale, and that was in Manhasset, upstate New York, and that was like a franchise store. So that was the sample sale only for that particular store. So the selection is only what that particular Hermès store had. And this one is from corporate, and that's so much selections. Now, I don't know how they selected the people that they invite to the sample sale, but I would guess that it's the system that chose it, definitely not your essay. It's corporate that would chose it, and it's definitely not by how much you spend, because there are people who spend a lot more than me and didn't even get invited, and people who spend less, they got invited. So it's like very random. As long as you are a customer of Hermès and you have a profile with them, I think you'll get selected randomly, some sort, or I don't know what their selection category is, but basically it's not based on your spending, to my knowledge. So yeah, I think that's all I know about the sale, but that was fun. The shopping experience was pretty pleasant. No one was like on my neck or following me around. You were able to roam for free, and you were able to try on things, and they were all friendly. So it was a really good experience. I didn't feel rushed at all. I was able to take my time, and yeah, I would definitely go again if I or my friend get invited, and I was so thankful that I was able to go as a +1. So let's go to the haul. First of all, let's do hats. I think we got like 6 items in total. So the first thing that I got was this hat, which is for my husband. He loves bucket hats, and he has like, his size for hats are pretty large, so it's not always easy to find. And I was so happy that I was able to find this, which is in black, and it's like really nice and what do you call it, neutral. You can wear it all the time. It just has this like little design here and nothing at all that says Hermès in your face. So it could be anything, but it's beautifully made. I love Hermès hats, and there were quite a few selections. And yeah, this is 100% cotton, so it's really good. So you didn't get any boxes at all when you shop, other than shoes. If you buy shoes, you get boxes. Now, I also found a hat for myself. I saw this in Paris in October. I mean, I saw it online before, but I think this is from 2023. So by the time I realized about it, by the time I knew about it, it was sold out everywhere. So in Paris, they had only the size 58, and I'm a size 56, and even this is 56, and it's still a little loose on me, but 56 is the smallest size that they carry in their hats. So some hats would, you know, fit you differently. And I looked over Paris and Lyon for this hat, and it was sold out. And when I came back from Paris in October, I asked for my essay here. Of course, it was also sold out here. And I was so happy to find it in the sale, and there were a bunch of them in different sizes. There was only one size 56, but yeah, I was happy. So apparently it's not really sold out. So it's not the time to be wearing a beret at the moment, because my hair is in a ponytail, but it's so cute. The fact that it has this little hardware here in the front, I think it makes it really cute, and not just your typical beret. And it's wool, it's gray. I don't have a gray beret, and in the winter I do have this one gray Prada coat that I wear all the time, every day, and I feel like this would be a good everyday hat. So I was so excited when I found this, because I looked everywhere for that hat in my size. Okay, so I got 2 hats, and I got one ready to wear from the men's section. There were a lot of selections in the women's section, but I do personally prefer the men's section in terms of ready to wear, because I find sometimes it's a little bit more stylish. And I found this one. I think this is from an older collection. It's a cropped shirt. It's a cotton shirt, and I went in there looking for a polo shirt, which I tried on, but I didn't really like the cut of the polo shirt that they have. This one is a boxy kind of like polo shirt, which is like, it has a boxy fit and it's a little crop, so it works for me, and it also fits my husband, so it's something that we could share together. I love the color. It's very neutral. It's very nice for spring, summer. They also have a lot of sweatshirts, and yeah, those are really good as well because clothes are 60% off and there's no sales tax. Also, the guy was nice enough to give me a hanger for this, so that was a nice, that was pretty nice. Let me put it on here. Okay, so you can see. And yeah, so a regular simple shirt. I love the fact that it is cropped and it's cute for spring, summer. Next section is from the silk scarves. Of course, I could not go to an Hermès sale without getting a scarf, and there were nothing left in the size 90. Literally nothing left. Nothing at all. And I only got this 190 scarf is because they put it back from the register. Somebody, you know, changed their minds, and there were like a few that they put back. So I got this, and then another one which print I really love, but I had to let it go because it's not in the color combo that I love. I am trying to apply not getting things just because it's on sale kind of rule. So I had to choose, and I chose this one. But first, let me show you, I also got a scarf ring, but it's more like a twilly ring. So I kind of wanted this one when I looked at the website, and I've always wanted to have like a twilly ring. And this exact one, which is the Mot à Jouer, and it's like a French twilly ring. It's so cute. I don't know if you can see that one. So I was eyeing this on their website, but this is in the only thing is that this is in the rose gold, and I'm not a really big fan of the rose gold, but of course it was the last day. There was nothing else other than the rose gold. They had, of course, the yellow gold and the palladium. So there was only the rose gold, and I figured because I've always wanted to get this one, why not at 50% off. So yeah, I got one scarf ring. They gave me the little brown pouch that you get for the costume jewelry. And I got one twilly and then one scarf in the size 90. I was really hoping to find a scarf in the size 70 or bandana. And the only 70s scarf that they had was not something that I would like, and there was no bandana left at all. But there were a bunch of twillies. I almost got a few, but I had to remind myself, nope, don't get it just because it's on sale. Love this one. I love the design of this one because it has all these miniatures, like little icons of Hermès, you know, the horse and the boots and anything that equestrian like theme. I first saw this in the color pink, which I thought was like super cute. But then when I tried it on, I don't think the pink looked really good on me compared to this blue one, even though I do have a few blue scarf. But yeah, I think this one looked better on me than the pink, so I had to go with this one. And then this is the scarf that I decided on, and I'm so happy with it because I love this color combo and this beautiful design. This is the Le Carnaval des Animaux, so it is from I think 2023, and I don't know if you can see, but it goes like that. And I love how it has like the gray and the blue tone, but also with like a touch of yellow and a little bit like burnt orange there, but mainly like this like gray tone with like a blue tone, and it's like a cool tone in my opinion, which like suits me. And I do wear a lot of like cool tone clothes, and I think this is like so cute and beautiful print, but also it's not like too you know, much in terms of color. I think it still looks really beautiful. And yeah, it's like a really chic kind of like color combination in my opinion, because sometimes Hermès scarves can be a little out there, in terms of like colors. But yeah, this one I think is really beautiful. I'm so happy with this scarf. I love that it has all the animals in it. So happy. So if that's my one scarf from the sale, then I'm happy. That is all for my haul for today. I didn't go crazy, and anyway, there was not a lot of options for me to go crazy on, but I was happy to go. It was always fun to go to an Hermes sale anytime, and it was a good experience overall. Highly recommend if you're invited, or if you're a plus one to someone that you know. I highly recommend to go with a list of things that you want, and but also at the same time be open-minded, because you know the stock is not always there. But overall, really good experience, and hopefully I get to go again next time. That is all my experience today and my haul. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you like it, and leave a comment down below. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.